A UN investigation accused Israel and Hamas of both committing war crimes and crimes against humanity since October 7, 2023. This is the date of Hamas' surprise attack on Israel and Tel Aviv's counterattack on Gaza, which is ongoing to this day. The allegations were contained in two parallel reports by the UN Human Rights Council's Commission of Inquiry. The commission, established in 2021 and chaired by former UN Human Rights Chief Navi Pillay, is investigating human rights violations in Israel and the Palestinian territories. The first report focused on crimes committed by Palestinian armed groups during the October 7 attack, while the second examined Israel's culpability in the large-scale civilian deaths in Israel's counteroffensive against Hamas in Gaza. The commission, which does not have the authority to impose any punishment on the parties involved, outlined serious crimes committed by Israel and Hamas. They accused the military wing of Hamas and 6 other Palestinian armed groups, aided in some cases by Palestinian civilians, of systematic murder, torture, sexual violence and kidnapping. Many kidnappings are carried out with significant physical, mental and sexual violence as well as degrading and humiliating treatment, including in some cases exposing the abductees, the report said, as quoted by The Guardian, Thursday, June 13, 2024. Women and women's bodies are used as victory trophies by male perpetrators. In a statement, the commission panel said it had identified a pattern of sexual violence by Hamas and concluded that these were not isolated incidents, but similar incidents occurring in different locations. The report also describes desecration of bodies, including in a sexual manner, as well as beheading and burning. The commission also condemned Israel's actions in the war in Gaza. They accused him of using disproportionate force in direct attacks against civilians, resulting in a casualty rate unparalleled in any conflict in recent decades. The Israeli authorities are responsible for the war crimes of starvation as a method of warfare, deliberate killing or murder, intentionally directing attacks against civilians and civilian objects, forced displacement, sexual violence, torture and inhuman or cruel treatment, arbitrary detention and an insult to personal dignity, the commission said. The alleged sexual violence by Israeli forces is related to the stripping of Palestinian men and boys, whose photos were published by Israeli forces, which the report said were intended to cause severe humiliation. The report also accused Israel of the war crime of starvation, saying Israel not only failed to provide essential supplies such as food, water, shelter and medicine to Palestinians, but also acted to prevent the supply of these needs by others. Rejecting the findings, Israel's diplomatic mission to the UN in Geneva said, "The investigative commission once again proved that all its actions were in the interests of a narrow political agenda against Israel." Hamas did not respond to requests for comment. The report was published as Israel and Hamas claimed each other that they were committed to a ceasefire plan for Gaza mediated by the United States, US, Egypt and Qatar.